You're hit. You're bleeding, man. I ain't got time to lose.
What's up, guys? I just want to thank you so very much again for your patience, and I apologize for the long time. Trash, what's up, buddy? Bucky 501, nice to see you guys here at the live stream. So I have a lot to talk about today, mainly because of Toy Fair, Wonderfest. A lot of reveals have been going on for the last month of February. I also will show you what I got in my collection. Just won something yesterday, so I'm paying for it tomorrow and it'll be shipped out. So I'm glad to see you guys here. For some reason, again, my chat is not working as far as it being displayed. I'm not sure why. Let's see if I can't fix that. How you guys doing so far? You guys doing okay? What's up, Bucky? Can you guys hear me okay? Hopefully there won't be no latency involved with this live stream today, but everything should be working out pretty good. I'm not sure what's going on. So let's just do this. There's always something gotta go on. Alright, so we'll just use this for right now. Nice, Trash. So Trash says, getting my horn head soon, putting a down payment on the Golden Angel. Coming through loud and clear. Okay, cool. Yeah, for some reason, I have the chat popped out so that way I could at least see it. But for some reason, it's not showing up on OBS. So I might switch to Streamlabs. Because this OBS just doesn't seem to be cutting it. Or I might have to reinstall the chat, uninstall it. But everything seems to be going okay. So yeah, I'm glad to have you guys here from both Bucky and the Trash. So Hornhead is actually a great figure. I really do like the Hornhead itself. I already did a review, and I'll leave a link right up here for anybody who's curious about the Hornhead and what my thoughts are of the Hornhead figure. But I really do love the Hornhead figure itself from NECA. It's a really, really awesome figure. And I have a lot to talk about NECA today. And Prime 1, Monogram, Collectibles, which I think they're based out of the UK. I could be wrong. Diamond Select Toys. So I got 4 companies to talk about. And the first thing I want to do, however, is my collection. What I got. And that would be this shirt. Now, the reason I got this shirt is because if you notice it says, I survived Midnight Massacre, Christmas Eve 2007. This is actually before the release of AVP Requiem. So if you went to the LA or Hong Kong premiere, not only did you get this shirt, but you also got a ornament to go along with it. So I'll talk more about this in a future video. This is a size large, and I'm very happy to have it because I never thought I would get it. The ornament, at the time when I bought the ornament, was readily available. I think there was maybe 2 or 3 on eBay. I got this shirt on eBay as well. So now I have both the shirt and the ornament. So I'm really super stoked about having that. And this is the thing that I just won yesterday. This is the Hero Cross hybrid metal figure Scar Predator, and he'll be shipped out probably Monday. I'll be paying for it later on this evening, if not tomorrow. So I'm really excited to have that to be a review. Yeah, the shirt is really awesome, and the shirt is really hard to find. So it's actually hanging up in my closet right now. So I'm really super stoked to have the shirt, the ornament. I have a few other things coming in. The Hot Toys Wolf, that I'm making a final payment on March the 4th, on Monday. He'll be shipped out probably on Tuesday once the final payment goes through. I didn't expect it to be $23 in shipping, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not sure if I even really want it, quite honest with you, but I'll explain that more on into a future video, because I think there are some things that this figure from Hot Toys could have had that unfortunately it doesn't, so there's missed opportunities. That's just, you know, my opinion. But the first thing we are going to talk about, guys, is Monogram Collectibles. Now, if you don't know who they are, they mainly specialize in 3D foam based keychains. They're collectibles, and I'll show you some examples. So right now they're doing Captain Marvel. So you've seen these things probably in Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, FYE, if you have one in your area. But these are the 3D foam keychains that you can collect as a case or individually, depending on which character you're looking for. So this is their brand new Captain Marvel line that they showcased at Toy Fair. And they're also going to be doing Godzilla, because Godzilla King of the Monsters will be coming out, so you can get, you know, King Ghidorah, Godzilla, Rodan, Baragon, Mega Godzilla, Mothra. So they're doing that at Toy Fair. But what they didn't showcase was their Alien versus Predator keychains. So I talked to them and I asked them, you know, how come I didn't see any of your Alien vs. Predator designs at Toy Fair? They said, well, our 3D foam collection schedule is so booked up for 2019. We'll be showing the Alien vs. Predator foam keychains next year, probably at Toy Fair. But they do say keep an eye out or look out for our Comic-Con exclusives. So I believe probably at San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con, depending upon, you know, what time they can get these out. They may have the Alien vs. Predator foam 3D keychains as an exclusive either at SDC or NYCC. So we'll have to wait and see. So it's just a heads up that I was able to talk to them just a little bit about their designs and a few other things. So make sure I'll keep you guys updated when they do start releasing out the Alien vs. Predator foam keychains. I'm really excited because I'll be getting probably individual bags or the whole case to open them. I'm not quite sure which. Yeah, they are. They'll more than likely have both Alien vs. Predator and Alien vs. Predator Requiem keychain designs. So they'll have, you know, the Wolf. They'll have Celtic, Scar, probably Bishop, and Lex or Alexa Woods. No, it will strictly just be movie related. It won't be game related. Yeah, I think it's a cool idea. So kind of like how you had with Titan, those little 4-inch Titan figures that had the Pred Alien, the Grid, and a few other designs. They might do something like that with their 3D foam keychains. So it'll be interesting to open up an entire case of those on the channel. Now the other thing that we're going to talk about is loyal subjects. They were at Toy Fair, and we've already pretty much spoke to them about their case. And the reason I'm bringing up the case is because it's really cool. It's a window-based design, so when you open up the case, you can see which ones you want, which ones you don't want. It's not necessarily a mystery box like most people think Loyal Subjects is, but this is going to be, you can either get a Chase Cloaked, metal or metallic paint, the regular characters like Elder, the Borg, City Hunter, Danny Glover. I think you also get Peter Keyes, played by Gary Busey. So I'm getting these at the end of March. They'll be shipped out on March 27th, actually. And you can get the entire case for $140, or you can get the individual ones. I think they're about $13.99 or $14 a piece. So that's just what they were showcasing at Toy Fair, saying that this is now the finished product, and a few other cool things like that. But this I should be able to open on my channel as well, and that'll be in April, around my birthday probably. Now, the other thing was Diamond Select Toys. They were at Toy Fair, and this is from Toy Arc. You gotta love Toy Arc because they're always there all the time. Now this is a statue, and it's a PV statue, and I think it stands anywhere between 12 inches, possibly 13. But this is going to run you about $49.99 or $50, and it'll come out around fall of this year. This is going to be probably between September or October, I'm guessing. So this will be a nice addition, in my opinion, to my collection because it's not that expensive, veritably affordable, and it's a PVC statue. Not very keen on height, so it may even be possibly 10 or 12 inches as opposed to 14. I'll have to wait and see what it looks like, but I am really super excited about it though. And it, up close and personal, I love the bio helmet because it reminds me of the Alien vs. Predator 2010 video game bio helmet design. But everything's there as far as a prototype, and I hope that with Diamond Select Toys that they will get this out to people instead of canceling it like they did with the cookie jar. But I digress. So that's just me, but I'm really excited about seeing the PVC statue from Diamond Select Toys. So I don't know, what do you guys think so far? Are you guys getting the foam keychains from Monogram, or are you getting any kind of Loyal Subjects minifigures? I already did a review on the Loyal Subjects San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and I'll leave a link up here as well for that. I think it's pretty neat, Bucky, for the Loyal Subjects minifigures. They're affordable, so if anybody has yet to collect a certain Predator item, they can start doing that with NECA, Loyal Subjects, or Diamond Select Toys, Mini-Mates. Not very expensive. So stuff like that doesn't break the budget. I'm trying to save my money. Money is a hard thing to come by nowadays. I just think it's really, really cool though, that so far we're going to be able to get that plus a few other things, so I'm really stoked about it. What are you guys looking forward to? There is Trashed. So Trash says there's a NECA brand of Alien figures based off of Predator's 2010 and Alien Covenant figures designed like the old Kenner style. There is. As a matter of fact, that's actually what I was going to talk about next. I really like the Berserker, if that's what you're referring to. So the Berserker ones, and that's what I'm getting into now, is the NECA. So their Kenner homage is this guy right here, the Berserker Predator from the 2010 film Predators. So he actually has a missile that you can shoot out as a rocket launcher, just like it did with the Cracked Tusk. And I like the design. I really like the paint. I think this is a fantastic idea to going, instead of forward, they're going backward in design. This is just really, really cool. Now, I don't know how popular this is going to be for Predator collectors like me or anyone else, but I really do like the Berserker in this style of figure. And this will be cheaper than all the other figures. This will be, according to Randy, he said this is going to be about $15 or so. So it won't be as much. What's up, City Hunter Love? Your wolf probably was shipped out as soon as, what is this, Friday? He'll probably ship out Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, I really do like this figure. I can't wait to get the Berserker Kenner homage. The other thing, of course, is the Lab Escape Predator. And that's going to be this guy right here. I'm kind of confused on why they did the Lab Escape. Because with the Ultimate Predator, the Fugitive Predator I mean, you already had his arms bare with no gauntlets on them. So I guess this was an idea they could have done. I do like the bio helmet because if you notice in the upper right hand corner, the bio helmet does come with an LED with red eyes. That I really like a lot. So that's going to be really cool to have a 7-inch figure with LEDs in the bio helmet. And I really can't wait to get those emissaries. The emissaries look really, really awesome. And that's going to be... yeah. You can't take his armor off. If you have the Ultimate Fugitive Predator, you can't take his armor off. But like Trash says, I'll be very, extremely careful when you do that. Otherwise, you might ruin the figure. I think that's probably why, if you wanted to, you can get this Lab Escape Fugitive Predator as well as the Ultimate. That's just me. The emissaries, though, I mean, the emissaries look fantastic. The camouflage, I know a lot of people are kind of bummed out about, but the paint scheme on these are awesome. I really like the purple and bluish color on the emissary. I think his name is Emissary 2. And you got the blue and greenish color for Emissary 2, or Emissary 1, I'm sorry. But I think those are really cool. Yeah, I agree. Completely agree. Now, Alpha is the 100th addition to the line. This is the original figure from NECA, and this is based off of the original Jean-Claude Van Damme design, and I really love this idea. I know Randy Falk had said that he wasn't quite sure exactly how he's going to implement the Jean-Claude Van Damme design into the Predator line because it's not necessarily the Predator that everybody knows. So he decided to use the body armor of Jean-Claude Van Damme's suit on this original Predator that they've designed themselves, with artwork done by David Silva, the lead sculptor over at NECA. I mean, he's got bones, fur, gauntlets as from that skull. I mean, this is just a fantastic figure. And I'll talk more about where the skulls come from and which part of the Jean-Claude Van Damme suit is part of the original suit. So I think this is just an awesome idea from NECA. And I'm glad that they waited to do this, because to implement the original design suit into their 100th figure and not just giving us a normal comic book movie adaptation for their 100th anniversary kind of a deal, I think this is a fantastic idea for that. So I'm really loving this 100th Predator Alpha, and a lot of people are wanting him to be 1/4 scale. I've had a lot of comments on Twitter from what I saw. They're saying, well, if we ever wanted to be an 18-inch 1/4 scale Predator, that's it. People are wanting the Alpha to be 18 inches tall. Yeah, that's what I really like about that design. It's Neanderthalish / primitive, but at the same time he's still smart. So you can take, you know, the teeth from a creature, use it as a weapon. So he's more advanced than the actual Neanderthal or the Homo sapiens at that time frame. So I'm curious what his backstory is when NECA releases him. I think it'll be sometime at the end of this year, or sometime by SDCC. I agree with City Hunter Love. City Hunter Love says, I'm looking forward to them and I do wish they'd make the Predator dogs from the movie. Unfortunately, with the dog or hounds from Predators, the 2010 film, they didn't sell very well, and they were at $15 a piece. Nobody wanted the dogs. I mean, I know me and you, we want the hounds, but the general audience didn't buy the hounds. So NECA is a business. They have to do what's best for the business, so they're not going to make the Predator hounds at all. At least not from the new movie anyway. I still got a lot of stuff that I have to add from the Predators line. Well, there is, I don't know if I showed it in my live stream from last month, but Cool Props is in fact making the hounds from the new movie as a statue. So if I didn't say it, I'm saying it now. Cool Props is making a statue in collaboration with Amalgamated Dynamics or ADI Studios out of Van Nuys, California. So they will have a Predator Hound statue from Cool Props. So keep an eye out for that, guys. And I'll show it probably on my social media accounts. So Tresha asks, do you think we'll ever see more 2010 AVP Predators or their version of the Pred Alien? Only if there's a demand for it, yeah. But right now I'm not quite sure what NECA has planned. NECA has said, or Randy has said, that they're completely booked for the entire year. So have to wait and see. Now I did also update my Twitter and Instagram account with my username. So Twitter will be @PredatorCollect and Instagram will be Predator_collectibles. And I'll leave a link down in the description below once I update the live stream with my name change. I know it's Kane218 normally, but I changed it to showcase based upon whatever I post. So I'll make sure I post the prototype pictures of the statue for the Predator Hound from the new movie from Cool Props, and a few other things too, because I post on there probably every other day depending on what's going on in my collection or Predator in general. And what's really cool, and I can't believe that my wallet's gonna cry, is Prime 1. And I'm so glad, City Hunter Love, that you're here, because this is your bread and butter. It's gonna be sad, I'm sorry, but Prime 1 is doing the City Hunter in full beauty. So this is, of course, their ZBrush, I guess, prototype. What we saw or got teased. And here we go. At Wonderfest 2019, earlier in February, is the 1/4 scaled City Hunter statue on the eagle at the building. Right now they have it in these photographs at Winterfest. They have it attached to a harness. And I'm not sure if you're able to put this on a wall or if it's going to be sitting on top of a shelf or something, but this thing is huge. Massively huge. So you got LEDs in the bio helmet, and that's the only thing that lights up. But here in a minute, you're going to see a lot of things. I mean, you have the net gun, the spear. You have now alternate heads with a painted alternate head, and that's just beautiful. I mean, look at this. The paint job is accurate. The teeth are accurate with that blue light shining on it. I mean, this is just fantastic. And you have the net gun close up. This is all, again, the proto or promotional shoots. You have the paint job on the hand. They did an amazing job on this. And you'll notice this is the exclusive. So you get, it holds the disc. So you get the alternate swap out head parts, masked or unmasked with the LEDs. If you get the exclusive, you get an open disc versus a closed disc. And I'm wondering if when you order the exclusive, you can get both, because I want both. I don't want just open or closed. I want actually both open and closed. So you can actually get the hands to hold the disc or the spear. And I'm just super, super excited. So here's a video of someone that was at Wonderfest. Close up. We're going to get really close up to this thing. Everything's in Japanese, so they don't have a price point. The price of everything is to be discussed. It's currently pending approval. But I'm really excited about seeing this as a statue at 1/4 scale. I mean, this is just absolutely beautiful. They did a fantastic job on both, not only the paint, the sculpt, there's weathering, cracks on everything. I mean, this is just fantastic. The netting is separate from the statue. So I was jealous of the person that was taking this video footage. I wish there was LEDs in the Canon, but there's not. You have the dreads really up close. Bile helmet, the texture on the bile helmet is there. I mean, this is just a fantastic piece. And you see already the LEDs and the bile helmet. You can also see the mesh on the lenses. There's the spear. The spear is a fantastic piece too. And it fully extends out even behind him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And there's the disc inside his holder. So Trash says, Glenn, you need to take out a mortgage to buy the guy. It's not cheap, man. Not cheap. But that's just the thing that is a fantastic thing. The other thing we currently have right now is the big game Predator. And this is from a comic book, Trash. A lot of people are saying that he doesn't look right, but this is just people that don't know the comic book. I mean, technically, it's true that he's supposed to be, you know, red in tint color, but this is the final painted version. And this is the bile helmet with the LEDs. Both there's an LED in the Canon. Now this is the prototype that they had at Wonderfest from 2018, so it was not painted. This is the painted version now. And this is, I love the paint on this. Even though it's not red, I think if they did do red, it would lose all that detail. But I'm glad they chose this paint scheme versus the red one on the cover of the Predator Big Game issue #1. And I'll show it again one more time. But I really do like Prime 1. I mean, Prime 1's going to have my wallet for sure. And you got the skulls on the base, the rock. Yeah, he does come out of a cave, and I guess they couldn't do the cave base because it'd be too big. So they kind of just took the cave out and just left it as a rocky base with the skulls underneath it. I'm glad they still had the skulls. I'm still glad they did the rocky cavature. But I'm really liking the sculpt. Even Rad Titan said he didn't like the mouth, but the mouth sculpt is exactly how Chris Warner drew it. So I'm really, really loving this piece. I'm going to have both. Cracked Tusk. I'm going to get Big Game, the City Hunter. I'm getting all those. So there's just so much going on. I mean, so you have 4 companies. I think you got Monogram, Diamond Select Toys, NECA, and Prime 1. That showcased a bunch of Predator stuff this year's both Wonderfest and Toy Fair. Just a lot of great things coming out of Prime 1. That City Hunter. I have to message Prime 1 about the cutting disc. So I really hope that if you get the exclusive, you get both open and closed and not just one or the other. Because otherwise I'll have to buy, you know, the closed one by itself. And I really don't want to do that. I don't want people to sell pieces of the Prime 1 statue individually and have it be $200 a piece. So we'll have to wait and see. But as far as right now, that's the only thing that's going on. One thing that did happen, I noticed that was sold. I know, right? Trash says, why do the gods make so many nice things but never give us enough money to buy them? That's because the rich want to keep the poor poor. That's why. That's just how business works. Now, if you're smart enough and you manage and budget your money wisely, you can buy whatever it is that you want. You just got to be, what's the word? It's not hustling. You just got to be smart with your money. And if you can't make money in one job, now you have to make 3 jobs to make it work. So affiliate marketing, YouTube marketing, online digital sales, stuff like that. Everyone says that if they're wealthy or rich, don't put your eggs all in one basket. Spike says, any news on the Assassin Predator from NECA? Yeah, the Assassin Predator was also at Toy Fair. He'll be coming out probably sometime in spring of this year. He'll be $50 because of his height. So the 7-inch figure is $30. The Assassin will be $50, which makes sense because he's 12 inches tall. Yeah, City Hunter Love, I agree. City Hunter Love says Prime 1 is taking over Sideshow. Well, it's funny you mentioned that because you can still get Prime 1, you know, things from them. Prime 1 directly. But Sideshow has distribution rights from Prime 1. I don't even see Sideshow releasing hardly any other pieces other than from Marvel or DC. That's it. I think they don't do Predator as much as often as Prime 1 does. Honestly, City Hunter Love, so she asks, because of the choice between the City Hunter maquette from Sideshow and the Prime 1 that we just talked about, she's not sure about which decision. I would literally go with Prime 1. I'm not even kidding, because you figure with the size, I mean, I know they're both 1/4 scaled, but with the amount of detail involved, with LED lights inside the Prime 1 statue, and it can go on a wall, which I'd be completely scared of based on weight, but I would completely put my money in Prime 1. Now, if you can find a City Hunter maquette for cheap, you know, a little bit below retail value, I'd probably have to go with the maquette, just as your first introductional piece as a statue, and then work on getting into the Prime 1 advocate. Now, I mentioned before with the Crack Tusk Predator from Life and Death, the first initial payment is only $130. Your payments, if you do the flexible payment plan, can't talk, those payments won't be coming out until December of this year. So you still have, if you get the down payment done now, this is now March, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. I mean, it's already 10 months. And the payments will be $146 a month starting in December. You know, you start saving money a little bit aside. You figure 146 divided by 4 if you could pay weekly or bi-weekly. It is doable, I think. Easteril and nothing else from recycled underwear. That's gross trash. Yeah, I really would, if you can, because you gotta also think too, City Hunter Love, that the Prime 1 for the City Hunter statue hasn't been pre-ordered yet. So depending upon what the down deposit is, it shouldn't be that much. It should probably be about the exact same as their other statues. I could be wrong, but it is doable. Because I'm getting the Crack Tusk. It's already a done deal. It will happen. So I have to get the Crack Tusk first to showcase on my channel. It will happen. It's going to happen for me. So I think just depending upon what you find first. If you find a cheaper one, like the City Hunter Maquette from Sideshow first, and it's cheaper, then do that first, just so that for the sake of having it, and then you can work on getting the City Hunter. Because the City Hunter pre-order probably won't happen until later on this year, and then you can go ahead and start saving up, because they don't normally charge you until after a certain amount of months. Just food for thought. The other thing that I noticed too was a screen use prop that just got sold, and that was the staple gun from Alien vs Predator Requiem. So it was $1,600. So this is going to be the screen used from HeroProp.com staple gun from AVPR, and it actually just sold for $1,600. I really wanted it, but oh well. It goes to show with people who collect screen use props and don't really care about other collectors. And it goes back to my discussion from last month. Well, I'm a screen use prop collector, so I'm going to get Tron, I'm going to get Terminator, I'm going to get Predator, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. So it's just interesting on how the details are, on how close up this really is. Yeah, $1,600, Bucky, is a lot for the screen use prop, dude. But it's got some wear and tear to it, which is expected to be a screen use prop. Yeah, $1,600 says bring big ticket items will bring good exposure to your channel. I absolutely agree. And that's another thing I'm going to talk about as well. So I am, let me turn this off real quick. So I have an announcement about I'm going to Huntsville Comic Book and Pop Culture Expo. I will have 3 interviews scheduled for 3 comic book artists. I'm not going to announce who they are. You'll see that video not next week, but the week after. So this coming Saturday and Sunday, I'll be going out to Huntsville for that comic book expo. So there are 3 comic book artists, 3 of which have worked on Predator comic books. I will just interview them for my channel. That way I can get out of this, like City Hunter Love said about, you know, bringing good exposure to my channel. I don't have a problem with doing reviews, but reviews just get bombarded with my channel, and I know that's what my main focus of my channel is, but I want to try to get out of that because I feel as though I've had a plateau that I've hit, and I want to break through that plateau a little bit. Yeah, I agree, City Hunter. So she says it's sad that people who really love these things don't always get them. I absolutely agree, and I feel the pain every single time I see something that says sold, sold. I'm like, really? Really? Oh well, it is what it is. If you got a lot of money, you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, and however you want. But things will change, I hope. Yeah, like Trash says, City Hunter, love, try eBay Boss. Secondhand stuff might be cheaper. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. You just got to do your research and be patient. I think, I don't know, let me ask you guys this. And I want Trash, City Hunter, Love, Bucky, since the 3 of you are communicating with each other. Do you believe that I should talk about how to collect Predator? And where to find Predator stuff? I want to do a video on it, but there are some things that I collect that are originals. I'm like, I don't know if I should say that because then I would miss out on it. That's just my, you know, opinion. I want to do a video about how to collect. So City Hunter loves trash. I do look, but I get caught up when there's other stuff available too. I just bought the heavy weapons wolf tonight. You're lucky, City Hunter Love, because since you just purchased the Wolf Predator tonight, I made the pre-order months ago. This was back in 2018. I mean, it was only $25 down deposit, and it was $60 per month. Let's see, it started April. Oh, this is a year ago. Yeah, I actually made the first initial down deposit a year ago for that thing. Now, don't do bootleg figures, trashed. So he says, you mean bootleg figures, etc.? You gotta watch out for those things. I don't do bootlegs. I am actually hoping to win a prototype. I don't know if it's a prototype or not. I'll have to look into it further. I'll have to send a picture of it to the company that made it to verify if it's in fact a prototype. It's coming all the way from China. Sorry. So as it stands right now, I'm getting the Wolf Predator, the Scar Predator, and I have the shirt. So I'm still missing out on the Fright Rags apparel shirts. I bought one so far from the new line. I bought the glow in the dark one because that was a reprint. They sold out like that, and then I got the reprinted version large. Sorry. So Buck says, I'm definitely getting that NECA Assassin pre-order when it comes out. The pre-order is already out right now. You can go to Entertainment Earth or Big Bad Toy Store, Bucky, and you can go ahead and just pre-order the Assassin. Like I said, though, it's $50. So 211. So you're saying that your Wolf still says pre-order. I'm not sure why. I think Sideshow does a mass shipment as opposed to individual. Again, I could be wrong. It might change from pre-order to actual order once they get their shipments in. I've seen people's emails that says that it's shipping already. It could very well be shipping directly from Hong Kong, China, as opposed to Sideshow. Again, could be wrong. I could wait for my Wolf. I'm not really in a hurry for him yet, because by the end of March I'll have the case for loyal subjects and a few other things. I'm really excited about my next video next week. Yeah, they are pricey. $28 a shirt. That's not including shipping. So with $5, $28, so you're looking around $33 and change for me. No. Trash asked me, everyone, myself in the chat, if we buy Damage or Predator parts and kit bash them to customize our own figures. I ain't got the time for that. Nobody ain't got time for that. Unless I don't. I can't kick bash for anything. I mean, I can kick bash parts to make it on a suit, like a Predator suit. Take bits and pieces, wheels, steering wheels, to make it look technologically advanced in clay. That'd be easy, but not to make your own custom figure. Rails actually does that a lot, and that's why he loves the Alpha Predator, because it looks like a custom version. I don't particularly care for customs that much. I guess it depends on the person that's doing the custom, because they're bad at paint. I mean, you can put together bits and pieces and parts, but if your paint is not good, it looks like a child did it. Like a child would take it apart, put it back together again, slap some finger paint on it. An Aboriginal Predator. I'll have to go on your Twitter feed and see if you have any pictures of the Aboriginal Predator trashed. Because I'd like to see that if you have it on your Twitter feed. Serena Love says if it's a t-shirt or a figure, I'm buying a figure at the same price. It's understandable. A World War I No Man's Land Predator. That's interesting. There's just a lot of Predator stuff that I'd like to see made. But I'm being patient because money. I mean, I have, you know, $500, but I'm not spending the entire whole $500 and being bankrupt or with no money for emergencies. Can't do it. I mean, I'm spending already $83 on Monday for the Wolf Predator to be shipped. And then my hotel room stay in Huntsville for this coming weekend. Doing this YouTube thing is not really cheap. But the benefit is though, I'm going to buy the stuff that I like anyway. And being since, of course, as a YouTuber, I'm able to review that said thing on my channel anyway and add it to my collection. So it's a win-win for me as both a collector and a YouTuber. But overall, it's more of like, okay, well, I still want to do other things as opposed to just doing reviews. So that way I can do other stuff. It's just difficult. Is everybody going to any cons this year? Are they looking forward to it? I already reserved my hotel room for New York City Comic Con. I haven't paid for it yet, but that will be when I get to the hotel. So that's October. It'll be October the 1st, and I'll be leaving October the 8th. I'll be staying a whole week in New York City. I hope. I hope. So there's Huntsville, let's see, there's Huntsville Comic Book and Expo. There's also going to be the Alabama Comic Con in July. So there'll be really cool things going on. I think that's pretty much about it, guys. I mean, there was a lot of things to talk about as far as who is excited for what. Yeah, female Predator figure. That'd be interesting and cool. I want to see a female Predator figure from, what was it, Alien vs. Predator War. I know there was female Predators in the comic book, so I'm curious to see a Predator like that. City Hunter Love says the F with emergencies. Yeah, well, financially, I have no other choice. I still gotta have money for gas. I still gotta have money for other things. So I even went out as far as trying to apply for a credit card, but the credit score right now that I have is not that great. So is life. I still have yet to do my taxes. It's not like I'm gonna get a refund anyway. So oh well. I'm gonna try to save as much money as I can to get what I need for this channel, to do more videos, and hopefully Predator will not end, because I know Disney is taking care of Fox probably by June. I'll have to wait and see. And I'll talk more about, you know, the whole Disney coverage probably around May, before they do anything else further. There's a lot of stuff that Bob Iger has been doing for the last couple of months. I still have to also get a few things ready for the con. and stuff like that. Bucky says, I'm saving money. I haven't bought a pop in a month. Dude, I haven't bought a pop since Target. And I did that video January? I'm pretty sure it was January. But yeah, it's been several months since I bought a Funko Pop. Mainly because I almost have all of them. So I don't see the point in doing it anymore. Scenario says it's not cheap. People don't understand that they get to see things that they don't exist or know exist. It's expensive for people who make content. Companies should take notice of smaller creators and help. I'm focused on the wolf right now until the next one. I actually agree, City Hunter Love. Yeah, I think for small creators like me, it's still... I mean, I still have videos. I have videos planned all the way up until May, almost into June. I mean, that's what I do. That's usually how a YouTuber works, or at least that's how I work. I come up with a video idea for the Golden Angel Trash. I think you'll really like it. I have a really cool idea for the Golden Angel Elder Predator review. Just as a clue, I will not be doing the review in my room. It will be done somewhere else. So that will be a hint. I'll throw that hint on to my social media accounts, Twitter and Instagram, just so you guys know. I got something else for my review video for next week, Wednesday. So I have really cool ideas, and I'm hoping that everyone will like the ideas that I come up with, because they correlate with based upon the collectibles that I review, right? So the trash says, you see Tristan Jones, Aliens Defiance Predator art. Love to see him do a Predator comic. I don't think I know him, and that's probably why I don't know him, because I haven't read Aliens Defiance. I'll have to look him up. Yeah, I'm not gonna get a refund. I think my refund is worth $541 so far, but it'll be going to the IRS. I owe them money. Yeah, I'm with you. Sonello says you have no idea what Disney people are like. I don't like sharing my friends' house with them. It's unnatural. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Disney collectors, or just Disney fanatics in general, it's like rainbows, sprinkles, and unicorns. It's just weird. I don't know how I feel about Predator being with Disney. I mean, I know that Disney will distribute this content like Deadpool. Deadpool will, according to Bob Iger, Deadpool will remain rated R, and so will Predator and Alien if they choose to continue with what they're doing. I know just here, was it yesterday? Alien Isolation is now a web series on IGN, and it's a web series, so I have no idea. So it's just interesting that those kind of decisions are being made, being since IGN didn't like the very first game of Alien Isolation. Now they're making it into a web series hosted by IGN. So I don't know, there's different things that's going on, and I'll talk about it more probably later on. Yeah, see, I already knew that was going to happen. Trashed. I agree, Bucky. Bucky says, I just hope they don't make Predator like Star Wars. Well, that's interesting, Bucky. If you look on the news and stuff like that, it's going to be where George Lucas is going to try to come back to Star Wars to get it where it's supposed to be. Yeah, I heard that too, Trash. Trash says that Alien Isolation is made up from the cutscenes of the game. See, that's stupid. Anybody can do that. So City Hunter Love says, I don't like Star Wars. I don't either. I mean, I'll tell you, I like Star Wars, but I'm not in love with Star Wars. I don't collect Star Wars. I have one Anakin Master Replica's lightsaber. Only because it actually goes up and down, makes sounds, and I like weapons, so I do have a lightsaber. But that's the only reason why I have it, because it's a sword made out of light, like a very high intensity light. That's the only reason why I have it. Anyway, guys, I do want to thank you again very much for your patience. I apologize if I was late. Normally I'm a lot later, but 5 minutes is not anything good about. Although they are vicious. Sitting Under Love says these people are vicious. They are. They are. Let's see here. So Trash says it uses E-bombs, world level graphics to design the new scenes, and it is cheap and lazy as F. Yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna watch it mainly because it's Alien, but the fans will say something about it. They're gonna be like, "Yeah, we're not happy with this," so they're gonna bite themselves in the butt. Anyway, guys, I do want to end last night. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go and eat something. But I do appreciate City Hunter Love, Trash, Bucky, all three of you for always coming on my live streams. Again, make sure that if you are watching this live stream, that you look on my, again, Twitter and Instagram. Twitter is, again, @PredatorCollect, and Instagram is Predator_collectibles. I post there all the time about my YouTube videos, what my schedules are like, and what I'll be doing. So make sure you keep an eye out on those two accounts. Also, if you haven't already looked into getting the official Predator fan app, I highly recommend it. And this is the fan app itself. It's just really, really awesome. So I hope to see you guys later. And as always, happy hunting, guys.